Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show. I have some notes of things to talk about written down. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do first. I guess we'll start with this. Not aggressively after our 3 episodes ago. Nothing is really... I mean, even that episode wasn't that aggressive in hindsight. But nothing aggressive politically. This would be funny if it wasn't so sad. Kash Patel, the head of the FBI.
I always forget who he is. It was
recently come out that many Congress people are calling for his resignation. Because there have been insider reports that he is frequently intoxicated while at work. There are long stretches, days, where he is unreachable.
Oh, no.
And there was an incident where someone described that he was acting very erratically.
Oh? Are they alluding to, like, more than alcohol?
Forgot what his, like, password was or something. And then and people said, like, the phone call they received, they categorized it as a freak out. He was calling people, telling them that he had been fired because he thought he was locked out of the system.
Oh.
When in fact he had not been fired. He just forgot his passwords.
Oh my God.
And someone had up the exact right sentiment. It was a picture of him, one of the many times he's been testifying before Congress lately. And it had, like, the news headline of all this, the picture of him, and then it said, like, does this look like a man that is... I forget how it was worded, but it was essentially like, does this look like a man who's, like, handling his job?
Right.
And it's not getting to him?
Right. So are they saying, like, he's showing up to wherever his office is intoxicated?
I don't know if he's showing up, but...
He's getting intoxicated while he's working?
I think, yeah, it's sort of that thing. Probably, that one. I mean, he could be drunk when he shows up, but...
Like, you know, like, still drunk
saw him
from the
at the
night
Olympics.
before?
Getting hammered at the Olympics.
But no...
And all this other shit. And, like, he was...
No, not that that's great, but, like, I think you could excuse if the only incident was him with the Olympic team.
Where he shouldn't have been to begin with.
But, like, you could excuse that if there was no other.
Yeah.
But if there's others, then that one sort of comes back down over here with not great. Because you could, he was celebrating, whatever. But not if, like, he's also drinking on the job, forgets what he's doing, doesn't know his password, is MIA. Like, you don't hold a position. It's not like... Yeah.
You're not the head of the FBI and you're unreachable for days.
It's not like me, who I just went on a bender and didn't show up for work for 2 days.
And, like, also, like, unreachable...
I don't have the nuclear codes. Well, I guess he doesn't either.
No, he doesn't.
Only one person does.
This is different to, like, having that kind of job throughout multiple periods in history. But that, being unreachable for days on end, I was going to say is unexcusable. Especially,
I mean, I would still be fired.
Especially now. It was still unexcusable back then because of your position in the government, but it's more unexcusable now with the invention of smartphones.
Right, like...
You're unreachable for days. I'm not trying to call you on your hotel phone.
Or your home phone.
Or your home phone, or a pay phone somewhere. Like, right. I'm trying to call you on the thing in your pocket.
Right. Which leads you to believe
But then also, like, there's Secret Service with him.
Are they?
So what are they doing?
Does he have?
He definitely has security detail. But then, like, is he
eluding them?
Is he getting away from his security detail? No. Because how are you unreachable for days?
Your Secret Service is... they're not your assistant. So I don't know how that works. No, but
they're with him. They're like, if you can't get a hold of him, you call them, like, where is he?
Right. They would at least be able to tell you, like, oh, he's asleep. He's whatever. Unless they do, and they say, like, He hasn't left his whatever.
What's that I mean? Like,
Like,
is he not with them?
Or, like, are they stationed outside his home and he's at home? And he's inside doing whatever he's doing? But, like, they're not in there. They're stationed outside.
Yeah, but that's not unreachable. To me, unreachable is, like, you don't know where he is.
Well, right, but, like...
Because unreachable is not, oh, we can't get a hold of him. Because then that would just be, if he's at home, that's just like...
Right, but
hey, man.
What if he's not even coming to the door? Like, they're trying to say,
he's
like...
not there.
He's blackout. I'm thinking
I think if that's what's happening, he's not there.
I'm thinking he's, like, on a bender and needs to sleep it off for 3 days.
Also, 100% there's more than booze.
There has to be,
Jr.
right?
Don Jr.'s on cocaine.
Well, there have been a lot of, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
No, there have been a lot, like, he makes a lot of gestures that would insinuate.
Yeah.
And not...
A lot of them make a lot of gestures that would insinuate.
But, I'm not.
Someone legitimately asked. So there has been another revelation from a book. I don't know if it's about him, what book it was, but another revelation about RFK Jr. from a book that said he one time... There was a dead raccoon on the road.
Oh my god. Why does he pick up dead animals?
He cut off this raccoon's penis to examine it later. And there is legit footage of some sort of reporter. He's walking out of whatever room, and the reporter flat out asks him, "What is your fascination with roadkill?"
Does he respond?
I think he just ignores him. But I'm like, that's an incredible question to ask the director of Health and Human Services.
Oh God.
Hey, man.
I don't understand what examine it later means.
I don't understand anything that man does.
I don't either.
But then again, he used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats, so.
Right, and he's still here.
Hey, him and Mike Lindell.
Because they're cockroaches.
The other thing I have to share, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you would not have seen that recently there was a report put out that, like, if you do these things in modern America, you are considered by the Trump administration a domestic terrorist.
Oh God, do we do all of them?
And I shared it. I shared.
I didn't see it.
So it was multiple slides. One of the slides was just flat out a square, and like here wasn't a list. And I screenshot it, shared that one, and I'm shocked. My mom did not text me. I'm shocked no one said anything to me about it. I shared it and I put the caption, "Oops, I'm a domestic terrorist."
I didn't see it. That's weird.
But so I share a lot. I repost a lot of things. And like we talk politics in this house. It doesn't get too aggressive because our views are
we're the same.
Yeah,
I mean, the differences are still on the same side.
Well, and there are things that are differing that are, especially now, inconsequential.
Right, that's what I mean. We're still on the same side.
Yeah, but my point is too, like, the things we disagree on, they're not really issues at the present moment.
No,
like
right.
we're living in like a grand scheme of things sort of time.
Yeah.
And these are more like single issues that we disagree on.
Yeah.
But I share lots of things. I am very vocal in my dislike of Donald Trump from before he was president, during his presidency, what have you. I'm very vocal on my dislike of everybody in his administration. I'm very vocal in my dislike of many things that the government does, period. Left, right, or center. Again, we have political conversations within our home. You don't do a whole lot in terms of politics on social media.
No. I have.
But
oh my God, am I a domestic terrorist?
Oh, 100%.
Oh no.
But not even. You were before you did this.
Oh, okay.
You probably weren't on a list like I'm sure I am, but
there's no list.
Oh, there definitely is. There's definitely a list.
Yeah, but it's not one that I...
Will they do anything with it? Probably not. And if
can't.
they do, I'm a identifying straight white man. I'm way on the bottom of the list of people they're dealing with.
No, and I don't...
Because if it's one thing this administration does, it's hold a grudge.
Yeah.
But I'm fired up about a lot of things. If you want to get my wife fired up about your politics, you take a hard stance on the Pope being your enemy.
I love the Pope. All of them. I love all the popes.
You take a hard stance, and you will see my Catholic wife get real mad.
I was angry.
And
I don't even...
Over...
It doesn't even really bother me when people are anti-Catholic. Like, that doesn't bother me.
Well, there's a big difference between being
right.
anti-Catholic
yes.
and doing what they're doing.
Yes.
There's a big difference between being like, I don't know about the Catholic Church, and then going on TV and being like, maybe the Pope should think a little more before he speaks on matters of theology. And it's like...
Excuse me, sir.
My man, he's the Pope.
Right. He is theology.
And you're...
especially for you as a Catholic.
And you're how old is he? 40-something?
Barely. He's very young.
Let's find out. But, like... Let's find out your age. Vice President since 2025. 84.
Oh. He's 42.
So he's 41.
Well, he could be 42.
The president, August of 84.
Okay. So he's about to be 42.
Yeah, August 2nd, 1984. You're going on TV talking about, or wherever you were, some Turning Point USA bullshit.
Whatever.
You're going on there talking about, like, the Pope should really think a little more before speaking on matters of theology.
As a man who converted to Catholicism as a full-grown adult.
But also, this man is the Pope. And you're a 41-year-old man who goes by the name J.D. My man, you should think more before you open your mouth, period, on theology, politics,
period.
Literally anything.
You just joined.
You should think more before you walk out of your house in the morning.
You're so new here. I don't know if you know this. You probably don't because you're so new. He's the Pope. You think it's bad for me to talk shit on the president? What do you think you're doing?
Well, also, Donnie's a big fan of the Pope's brother. Jimmy, I think is his name.
Why? He doesn't like the Pope?
He's big MAGA.
Weird.
The Pope's brother is big time MAGA.
Weird.
Yeah. And Donald Trump has said on numerous occasions, like, I don't agree with the Pope, but I like his brother. His brother's full MAGA. He's a great guy. Like...
Weird. Mm-hmm. They're estranged.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, maybe not. Because he's the Pope. And popes are usually like...
He's the Catholic Pope.
I'll forgive you.
Excuse me?
He's
the Catholic Pope.
I'll turn the other cheek. This one feels like he would.
No.
Because he's being real.
He's very progressive.
And he's being real like, hey man, Jesus liked everybody.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes. But I do think he would tell his brother like...
Oh, he definitely tells his brother, like, you're wrong.
Right.
And everything you believe in is wrong. And don't bother... Well, as we've seen, he's probably like, don't bother praying because no one's listening.
Also, don't bother coming up for the communion because you're going to hell for that, too.
Because that was the big tipping point was when the Pope said, like, Christ does not listen to the prayers of people who start wars and engage in wars. And then everybody from... Donald Trump down to Mike Johnson's, oh, well, the just wars doctrine, Your Holiness, the just wars doctrine.
Right, but only it's not a just war. We looked up what the just war doctrine says.
Or like the guy in Texas that's like, oh, how do you feel about the war in Iran? And like, what are Americans really getting out of it? To which he responded, well, what do we get out of the war in Ukraine? My brother in Christ, we didn't start the war in Ukraine.
Right.
There's a big difference on the two things you're talking about here.
Right.
But
yep,
all that is to say,
I did comment.
I sent her JD Vance's book.
Do you know
coming
that
out.
I had to unblock him in order to?
Oh, of course.
To post that.
So I sent her that JD Vance's book was coming out recently. I said, "Oh, new read for you and your mom."
I looked it up. I had to know. It's bad. That's where I learned he's a convert.
Of course.
Which is fine, you know.
Yeah, as you do.
We all think you're a little nerdy when you convert as an adult. We watch you all get baptized in the middle of just a Sunday service. In your little bathrobe. But, okay, great, fine.
This phone is...
Are you going to read what I wrote?
Yeah, of course I am. Because it was incredible.
I was so angry.
So I sent her...
It was basically like, go find his post and spam it till he turns his comments off.
So there's a bunch of, like... Well, the first thing I sent you that really set you off was...
Oh, I did say
Trump as Jesus.
Right, but I did
AI
not...
Trump as Jesus, where he's then like, I thought I was a doctor.
Oh, I did share that.
I thought I was a doctor. And everybody's like...
I shared it and said...
Yeah, you did share. You shared that.
Just a reminder. This is the heresy that
you did
the
say.
Bible warned
You did share
about.
that, and everyone's also like, "My man, if you genuinely think you're a doctor, that you were a doctor in that picture." And I've said
Why
this.
is someone praying?
I've said this for a lot. Well, there's also like.
And he's got a halo.
The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, I think, are floating above him.
No,
like, there's the picture.
No, they're like army men, and those are fighter jets.
Yeah, but no, because there's. Why won't it let me?
It's not supposed. That's not supposed to be the.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ!
God.
Apologies for headphone users. That guy's got wings. Like, there's a bunch of weird people up there.
Oh, I just assumed it was like a.
And then that woman's praying.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a halo. We don't use a halo for
Pope
doctors.
Leo is weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy.
No shit, he's the Pope.
What? What a weird thing to say. But besides that,
I did share that. I was very angry.
but I've said this too for many things. People said it really for like his whole like I thought I was a doctor.
He did not say that right away. He let that land, and then everyone's like, "Sir, what do you think you're doing here?"
This happens, and then that same day he's being interviewed by the press, and they're like, "What were you thinking?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, well, you know, I
It
didn't."
exploded.
Well, and of course, it's always like, "Did you post that?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course I did." And it's like, okay. Your account is definitely run by like 5 people. You're one of them, but it's like also like 6 other people.
Well, this weird shit comes from you.
Because in no world am I ever believing that you ended a Truth Social post by saying "Praise be to Allah."
I do think that.
No, that man doesn't know what that means.
Right, that's why he put it.
He didn't. Someone else did that.
Or told him.
Because everyone else also put like, this isn't.
It doesn't vibe with
It
the
doesn't.
rest.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like
Yeah.
the way he usually truths or whatever the fuck it's called or speaks. Like, yeah, he's vulgar, but like, just
It's
setting on
more
a sentence.
The other ones are
Just putting on a sentence that says "open the fucking straight." Like, he's not putting that.
right. Maybe
Because that also comes across as desperate.
he is
And
desperate.
he is, but he's not. That's
He's
his
not
whole.
willing to
That's
show
his
it.
whole game. The art of the deal.
Right.
You don't show that you're desperate.
Yeah.
We all know it. We can all see it.
Yeah, we can all smell it.
We can all see your ankles. Like, we all know you're desperate. We all see your hands. But so that was your.
Don't read what I wrote after that.
That was your tipping point.
That was bad.
That was your tipping point.
I was real fired up.
That was your tipping point of Trump as Jesus. Oh, but to go back to my point that I almost didn't say, he talked a lot of shit because Gavin Newsom said he was dyslexic. And he hasn't announced it yet, but it's very heavily believed that he's going to run for president.
Sure.
And Donald Trump said that, like, someone with mental deficiencies shouldn't be president.
Oh, okay.
And then a lot of people said, like, after this whole, like, I thought I was a doctor. And I've said this after, like, every sentence that man has said since then, where I'm like, hey, Donnie, someone with mental deficiencies shouldn't be president.
Yeah.
You're proving more and more every day that you've had a ton of mental deficiencies long before you became president.
Yeah. We're not confident you can read.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I did.
Did you post that picture of yourself as Jesus Christ? I did. I thought it was me as a doctor. It's supposed to be me as a doctor. I love the follow-up of, it was supposed to be me as a doctor. almost like as if like I put into AI. I told ChatGPT, make me a doctor, and that's just what it gave me. This was also the same interview where he's with that woman from DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
And they asked him about sports. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. And then he turns to this poor woman and he's like, do you think men should be playing women's sports? And she's like, I don't know. I'm just here for no tax on tips. And he's like, oh, come on. You've got an opinion on it. Come on. And that's where I said...
Was he trying to, like, insinuate that woman was a man? And
well,
that she would have a comment?
Well, that's where I said, like, the rumors that this man is possibly a, like, massive closeted homosexual, you're not beating him. Because she's like, well, I don't have an opinion on that. And he legitimately, like... I'll move back so you can see more of my body. He legitimately, she goes like, oh, well, I don't really have an opinion on that. And he goes like, oh. And like, his hand like falls to the side. And it's just like, oh, come on. It's just this real
Why is he like mocking her?
I'm like, are you a 90s gay character?
Yeah.
What was it like? Oh.
So dramatic.
Like, the only way you would have been more gay is if you would have been like, oh, bitch.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But I sent you those two things. I then sent you the whole thing about Mike Johnson basically says that Pope Leo had it coming. Mm. And with the quote, a very well settled matter of Christian theology. That's the doctrine, the just war doctrine. He calls it that. Mike Johnson does. I then sent you Trump cuts funding to Catholic charities for homeless children amid Pope feud.
Yeah.
And then J.D. Vance's book.
I'm like, God, you really have it out for us.
But then, and this is my favorite, to which I told you, this is fucking savage, and I love it. You commented...
I commented on J.D. Vance's
actual Instagram, and you put... I follow political people, I see political comments, I've seen some shit that makes me howl with laughter. This was top notch. You commented on an actual post from actual J.D. Vance. The comment underneath it is even funnier because it's about his book. And the comment underneath it is a verified person and it says, I can't wait to read this.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then yours says, remember when you met the Pope and the next day he died? That should have been your indication for how interested Catholics are in your faith.
Because his new book is all about...
That is easily. And I've seen a lot of very funny jokes about the whole thing of him meeting the Pope, and the next day the Pope was like, I'm fucking out of here.
The Pope was like, I know when to hold him.
And everyone's like, you killed that man.
Yeah. Well, there was...
There's tons.
There was another comment up there that says, you killed the Pope.
Yeah.
That's all they wrote. Because his new book is all about, like, how he was raised in a strict evangelical or Protestant household.
Yeah.
And then he was a non-believer for a while, and then he converted to Catholicism in 2019. So his book is called, like, Communion, My Return to Faith, or something, Return to Faith.
Yeah, I sent it. Communion, Finding My Way Back to Faith.
Yeah. And we're like, you could find your way back to where you came from.
And I follow that Cats on the Couch account, which is literally it was created just to troll him.
Yeah.
And they commented, I'm going to make it my mission today to have you turn off comments on this post because of how badly you get dragged for being an unlikable piece of shit.
Yeah.
Let the record show the time is 9:08 a.m. Eastern Time. Petty besties, let's get to work.
Well, I got to work.
Oh, God.
I had to go in and unblock that guy. Just to comment.
You didn't respond to, I sent you...
I didn't look.
The White House Faith Advisor, this is from yesterday. The White House Faith Advisor, Paula White, said, to say no to President Trump would be saying no to God.
Jesus Christ.
And I won't do that. That's what she said.
Well, she's going to hell.
I mean, they all are. They're all absolute psychopaths. All the pictures of them, like... Kennedy was a Catholic president. Joe Biden was a Catholic president. You can't tell me Jimmy Carter wasn't a religious president. There has not been a single photo of people, like, in a big prayer circle behind the desk in the White House.
There may have been for Bush. Not in the Oval
Which
Office. One? W. Because he was a bit of...
Well, of course there was.
But, like...
Because while it mattered... to people that Kennedy was Catholic. He didn't run on being Catholic.
No, but that was a huge deal.
Yeah, but he didn't run on it. W ran on the whole thing of like God came to me in a dream and told me to run for president. I think the difference between
W was it was just
W was the beginnings of.
It was presented as like it's separate from my.
It could have also been
my work
9/11 related.
No, I think it was just like.
But
it wasn't him at his desk.
But
like
W
that.
was also very much the beginnings of like
Republicans
really getting religion deep into their politics.
Because Kennedy was a Democrat, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, because.
Yeah.
No, because his.
LBJ
was a Democrat.
Yeah, LBJ was his vice president. He became president when Kennedy died.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's how. Yeah, that is how that works. Yeah, that's
because Biden was a Democrat too.
Yeah, that's how that works. Well, I was still thinking.
I wasn't.
I was still thinking in the logic that we should have kept, which is the guy who comes in second gets to be vice president.
Yeah.
Fucking Thomas Jefferson, asshole.
Well, actually, you could blame that on Burr.
But you could blame that on Thomas Jefferson because he's the one who changed it.
Yeah, but because he didn't want to work with Burr.
Okay. You think Washington wanted to work with, what's his name? John Adams?
Maybe.
Who was John Adams vice president? You think they wanted to work with John Adams?
I don't know.
John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway. But yeah, it was so wild.
I'll probably go back into the abyss. I don't really.
This is incredible.
I don't really get political, but that
they'll be off the Pope in a week.
It really pissed me off. So
they'll be off the Pope in a week.
They'll
have bigger fish to fry by then.
Not because I don't care if you don't like Catholics.
They'll go off of it in a week, circle back to it in a month, and then like.
But I just think we should never let it go.
Oh, we've let everything go.
No, we can't let this one go.
But like
because he's gone too far now.
We have a countries that have let everything go, everything they've done.
Well, because in 2 weeks they'll just do something even worse.
It's a blip. Ice killed a bunch of people. It was big news for like a week, and then we just moved on. No one cares anymore.
One thing I was a little bit surprised of is I did go to Catholic college. I was a theology major. Most of my friends from college were also either theology majors or like big practicing Catholics. Post-college, some of us went one way. Some of us stayed very close in the church, and it appeared, were Republican-leaning. Mm-hmm. This happened, and I have not seen one of them not post, I'm out. Too far. You've gone too far. This is unacceptable.
No. No one does.
And I forget, like, what someone had up, like...
There's so
if not
few
following you
people.
Labels me a this, then call me that.
There are so few people.
But I'm
open to the concept. There's this whole conversation of, like, Democrats and people who hate Trump and all his policies and whatever. Like, we really need to be people that leave the cult of MAGA. Like, we really need to be more welcoming and stop being so judgmental and this and that. I'm open to that. I do think you need a solid week of people just going like, I fucking told you so. We all told you so.
Right.
Like, but...
I'm glad you're here now.
I think there's too few people doing that. I don't understand the mental gymnastics people have to be going through to justify everything that he does. I mean, it's not hard to see because you're getting your news from Fox News. Or you're getting it,
and it's fun.
Or you're getting it from your curated algorithm on TikTok, which is also now MAGA owned. Because, like my brother, there's all the talk of data centers getting built around here. His first logic is so fucking stupid. Of like, oh, it's better than houses because of all the traffic. You don't fucking live around here. You don't live around here. Number one, number two, you're moving to a different state. So what do you give a shit about the traffic?
No water.
B, he then goes on to say, like, I don't believe all the stuff about, like, they're draining all this water and this and that. They've got to have some sort of system and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, why would I believe science and research and studies and actual facts when I can just question everything and claim it as
right, like I don't
coming
know
to my own conclusions.
I don't have firsthand knowledge, but there's a lot of towns that have said, we have them, this is what happened. Is that what's going to happen here? We don't know, but a really good chance if every other town is saying this is what happened when they moved here.
Well, it's also strange here because they're talking about putting one over there. Now they're talking about putting one right over there.
I think it got booted.
I don't think that one did. I don't think they've come to a decision.
Well, your mom said that, like, when she said about the zoning thing over there, she's like, they can't figure out where they want to put it. So I don't know.
I have no idea.
And I also don't know how close together they can be.
I don't know. I'm not looking forward to any of it. That's what people are doing. They're just justifying everything in whatever way they can. Because it's A.
Well, you just take what they want and they leave the rest.
A, the minds. I've said this many times on different comment threads. It's A, the lazy politics of the American voter of, well, I've always voted this way. And I'll never not vote this way because it's all I've ever known.
Because of one issue. Whatever you're...
Not even that. Like my mom. My mom knows we don't have conversations anymore because she knows what I'm telling her is correct and that the things that she is believing are incorrect. But she grew up Republican.
Yep.
She started voting Republican. She has always voted Republican, and she will never not vote Republican. And she doesn't understand the concept of, like, well...
You don't have to vote.
You don't have to vote. B, you could vote for the other person, but you don't have to vote at all.
Right.
So the logic of, like... The logic you're going to try to throw at me of the 2024 election, or even the 2016 election, that you're going to try to tell me that Donnie was the better of the two options, or the lesser of two evils. And it's like, okay.
No.
You can like rationalize in your mind however you want that you voted for him, but like you know damn well you didn't want to. It's just so strange to me, and that's part of it is lazy politics of like, well, this is what I've always done. Doesn't matter what my beliefs on these issues are. I've just always voted Republican, and I will never not vote Republican.
There's a lot of people who
people being interviewed at Trump rallies. That's what they've said on camera.
Yeah. To
people like, well, this is how I've always voted, and it's like
because
what
their morals or because it wouldn't really be your ethics. It's your morals. Your morals have told you need to vote against certain things. But mostly you need to vote pro-life. But there's only one option.
But my point is, even if that is the case, there are people admitting, like, I know this candidate goes against my morals, my ethics, my beliefs, period.
Except for one issue.
But I've always voted Republican, and I'm never going to not vote Republican. So I have to vote for them.
Because they have it in their mind that they're the only party that...
But it's like, you don't have to vote. That's my whole thing. Like, I'm not saying, oh, this person very clearly doesn't follow your beliefs, that you should vote for the other person. But if you, in your mind, you're like, well, I only vote Republican. But this person who is the Republican candidate does not uphold my beliefs, then don't vote.
Then why do you vote for them whatever it is when they pick the candidate?
The primaries?
Yeah. I couldn't think. I'm like, not pre-term.
Maybe you didn't vote there. I don't think a lot of people do vote in the primaries.
But like, that's where it matters.
Yeah.
Especially for the Republican Party.
But it's lazy politics. And it's also like post-voting. It's... Well, I'm not going to admit that I was wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do that. I wasn't wrong. You're still the one who's wrong. The amount of people who I have seen who openly admit voting for Donald Trump, and then someone in their family, their husband, their wife, their parents, whoever, get deported through ICE, and then are still like, yeah, I still support him. Like, this was still good. You know, we had a really bad immigration problem, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And it's like...
He did what he had to do.
What?
Yeah.
There's people I've seen
That's how you
whose
know
spouses get deported wrongfully because almost no one is being deported for any sort of logical reason.
Or even that is here illegally. So many people aren't even illegal.
Yes, they're getting deported and then getting brought back to their families.
And they're still...
And they're even still like, oh yeah, I'd vote for him again. What?
That's how you know something funky's going on.
Because it's a cult.
Yes.
And I've said that forever. Since long before the 2016 election.
In the 2016 election, it didn't feel as cult-like.
Well, it didn't feel as
until
cult-like.
He was president, and then towards the end of his presidency. It didn't feel as
cult-like because his supporters were not as vocal.
And there
was so much of a belief that he was not going to come anywhere near winning.
Well, and the people who
it was unfathomable to people that he was...
I didn't even think he would win the nomination.
He shouldn't have. Which is the other thing of what are we doing in American politics? He just ran on
that, I'm different, I'm different, I'm different.
Every single person. We all had TVs. It's modern times. There's so much evidence of every candidate he ran against. And all these people in the Republican Party who make that decision that this man is the second coming of Hitler. He's the Antichrist. He's America's Hitler. He's horrible. He's going to ruin this country, this and that. And then you still made him the nomination. And then when he won, you just fell in line with him. And then every now and then you tried to tiptoe away and say something, but then you just fell back in line again.
Because people started to get scared of him.
And then you've got people like J.D. Vance, he was the one. Donald Trump is America's Hitler, and now you're his vice president. Kash Patel talked shit on him. Marco Rubio talked shit on him. All these people who are now in his cabinet at one point in time.
Until it became,
Until it became, I can give you power. That's the big thing.
Since when it put me on the up and up again.
People are talking about now. I guess it was for this whole UFC event. There's a big thing in the Oval Office, and someone's been very vocal in the past few months about I don't understand what's happening, and this isn't blah blah blah. I don't understand this. I don't get this. I don't understand the logic in this. I'm so confused. Blah blah blah. And who's standing directly behind Trump? There he is, good old Joe Rogan, front and center. And people are like, so on your podcast for months now, you're playing the game of I don't understand what's happening here. Why are we just going to ICE and deporting all these people who aren't here illegally and they're not criminals? And what's with this war in Iran and all this AI? I don't get what's happening. And there you are, just hi everybody, I'm here.
No shit. I've said all along, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. We were back. Welcome back, everybody. I touched on the AI thing there. I wanted to look it up and I forgot. Now the growing trend, and someone said these are ads. These are celebrities being bought and paid for. The one I saw was Sandra Bullock. He listed Sandra Bullock, Reese Witherspoon, I forget who else it was.
Oh, I haven't seen
putting anything. These things out about we really need to start embracing AI. Because there's a lot of good that it can do, and it's the future and this and that. And it's all the same wording. And
is it really them or is it AI?
Oh, it's 100% them, or it's their publicist or whoever. But the person I saw, it said this is an ad. They're everyone's reading this and this doesn't sound like how they normally speak, and this sounds like it's really it's really scripted and this and that, and they're and the person's because it's an ad. That's an ad read.
Well, they have to.
It's really scripted because this is an ad. Why does it all sound?
Is it on Instagram?
No, it's not. It's not an ad. It's not an ad. It's not Sandra Bullock going invest in OpenAI, invest in ChatGPT. It's not. It's just celebrities going we should really stop being so negative about AI.
But who's paying for it then?
Who knows?
Because they have to disclose it. If they don't, they'll get kicked off Instagram.
But it's not, in the sense of it, it's not technically an ad because it's not for.
They don't ever say a company.
It's not for a specific company.
Right,
it's just the blanket thing of like we need to get behind AI.
It would be like someone saying like we need to get behind the internet
because it's the future, and then people are like, these are all kind of the same statement. Like these are ads.
I want to know who's paying.
Probably one of the many companies that is also going bankrupt simultaneously, paying for tons of ads and like is also somehow worth trillions of dollars while on the verge of filing for bankruptcy.
Yep.
But yeah, go off about how
I've been like
it's so great.
Because I do have trouble noticing if it is AI. Because I think it's just...
It's not hard.
No, but I think sometimes... Some of them I miss. Or, like, as I'm just, like, flipping through whatever. Like, I don't see all of them. But I have been noticing if there's an AI video on YouTube or whatever, I just say, like, I'm not interested in this channel. If I catch it on TikTok, I'm not interested in this creator or whatever. Like...
Sandra Bullock recently stressed that her fellow movie and TV professionals, quote, have to lean into this wave of artificial intelligence in the industry as she reacted to fans' AI-generated trailers for Practical Magic 2. It's here. We have to observe it.
No.
We have to understand it. We have to lean into it. We have to use it in a really constructive and creative way.
Is she just trying
to make it our friend? That's her quote.
But
Bullock continued, we have to be incredibly cautious and aware of it because there are people who will use it for evil and not good. I do feel there's a place for it. Sandra Bullock, I like you. That's a fucking L take. And that's probably, hate to be that guy, a real dumb fucking take from someone who I thought was a pretty smart lady.
What's weird is she's responding to...
someone on
2.
the red carpet, because they did announce Practical Magic 2 is happening. That was a big thing at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
Why? The first one sucked.
It was a 90s movie.
It sucked. It's 4 different movies written by 4 different people slapped into one long movie.
I love it.
But someone on the red carpet or in some press junket is probably showing her, like, oh, here's people's AI trailers for this movie. And then her reacting to it. And this, like... asinine, borderline, childish logic of like, well, it's already here, so we should just start using it. And, we should really be the ones using it because if we don't, someone's going to use it for bad and not for good. Like, are you 12? The fuck are you talking about?
I mean, people are already using it for bad. I'm pretty sure there was just the first...
It's kind of already ruining the world. But by all means, Sandra, keep encouraging people to use AI to make their dumb little fucking
I'm almost positive
profile pictures and shit.
I don't know what state it was in.
And also now...
But there was already a lawsuit of someone using someone else's likeness to create adult content.
Yeah. What's happening on X all the time? Grok does it all the time.
But...
And Elon Musk is like, who gives a shit?
No, I mean like...
Oh, no, I know what you mean.
A full-length video.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And like where everyone's, like the whole video
I know what you mean.
I think that's what it... Or like it was definitely like using someone's likeness.
It's also asinine for her to use it now, reading the full thing of it being in the context of like people in her industry leaning into it. And it's like, for what?
Well, it's to get ahead.
Have you seen how AI writes? It's not going to write you a decent thing for shit. And you can fuck off with that nonsense of like, oh, well, it's just to help me with my ideas. Then you can't be a writer.
No.
If you're too fucking dumb to write a full script, you can't be a writer.
No.
It's the same thing that I keep seeing more and more and more about college kids and high school kids. Like, oh, I don't use Google. I use ChatGPT. Or like, oh, I need help writing my essays, so I use ChatGPT. So you're openly plagiarizing because all ChatGPT is doing for you is plagiarizing other shit. B, you're a fucking idiot, and you're only going to get dumber because you're using ChatGPT to answer your questions.
I'm pretty sure teachers have a way to tell if.
They definitely can. So. But like, you're in an industry where there is now a whole conversation about like the estates of dead celebrities. And can whoever, Paramount, use the likeness of Val Kilmer with AI and continue putting him in movies or whatever.
No, he's dead.
I'm pretty sure Val Kilmer's estate has said, like, yes, and he would have enjoyed that. But
here's the thing.
But then, like, I'm pretty sure Zelda Williams is very, like, aggressively like, no. There's tons of celebrities, estates who have been like, no, we're not doing that.
I don't mean because whether or not the estates are saying. I'm saying use living actors.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
It happens all the time. If your actor passes away, you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect them by just bringing them back. Yeah. It'd be like if they...
But it's for everything. But then it also falls into, and that's the bigger conversation about it, with the estates or not, is who's getting paid for this. Because technically it's not them. And that's the whole conundrum within the industry. Because there already exists a fully AI generated actress. She already exists. She's dog shit. It's very prototypical at the moment, but she exists. And it's the big question of like, so if Val Kilmer's estate gives you permission to use Val Kilmer's likeness in AI
then
movies, for commercials, for whatever, are you paying his estate? Or, because it's not technically him, and they're signing the rights to his likeness to be used for AI, do you just pay no one?
Well, that's going to be written in the contract.
Of course it is.
It's no different
from... That's the big question.
You look at Harry Callis at the stadium. They had to pay his because his wife is still living. Yeah. They had to pay her to use his likeness. So you should be paying, but it's going to depend on how that contract is written.
Yeah. I don't know. It's also the thing, too, of, like, people really need to think about it. And think about... Val Kilmer's a weirder example. But if that continues to progress...
You're going to see...
People need to really, really put thought into the things that are being asked of you and your family. Because if you had someone like... I'm trying to think of... He's not dead yet. But like Daniel Day-Lewis. Let's say, however many years down the road, Daniel Day-Lewis has passed on. Daniel Day-Lewis, revered as one of our greatest actors.
And a character actor.
A character actor. A method actor. A character actor. A really, like, respected and
because he did so
highly revered actor.
Yeah, he was very particular. Or is
his family would really need to think about it. Because what's going to happen when you sign those rights over is...
They're going to put him in a movie on par with Dude, Where's My Car?
Not even that. He could be doing fucking...
porn.
No, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't go that far. But, like, he could be doing, like, Charmin toilet paper ads.
Oh, I see.
And it's like, you got AI Daniel Day-Lewis out here shucking TP on the TV? Like, come on now. Like, that man was Lincoln.
That's the only thing I know he was in.
That man was in There Will Be Blood.
I know he was in other movies.
Paul F. Tompkins.
I just know.
But
why can't we just use AI for me to take a picture of my fridge and you tell me what to make for dinner?
Why can't we just not use it? Why can't we just not use it?
I don't use it because I don't like the way
I don't understand why every conversation that anyone has about this is like, well, here's ways that you can use it, like, that are better than whatever. Like, here's the more economical... Just don't use it.
Well, there's...
The amount of shit I see from Josh Shapiro talking about, like, I'm going to protect... Pennsylvanians' wallets by really holding these AI data centers to task. Or, hey, Josh, just don't let them come here. We don't need them. And I'm so done with this argument of like, well, we have to get ahead of it because we have to be ahead of China. Number one, good luck.
Right.
They're already gone.
Well, they're so much smarter than we are.
I don't understand why we still in 2026 think that there is anything besides being fat and lazy that America is going to be ahead of China or Japan.
Nope.
It's not going to happen. Ever. Ever.
We're behind every other developed nation.
Like, I don't... But they're not even talking about them, because the conversation is never about them. The conversation is always, like, we have to be ahead of China. You're not.
We're never going
When you're saying...
Also, let them fill their country with AI data centers then.
When you're on TV saying, we need to be ahead of China, they're already 5 years ahead of you.
Maybe even more than that.
And again, For what? For what
And
do we need to be ahead of them for?
You know
Because
that
here's
we're
the other
behind.
thing. Here's the other thing. China's ahead of us in AI. China's using AI. You know what they're using it for? Productive shit that it should be used for. You know what we're using it for in America?
To make sexy pictures of ourselves and post them as our Facebook cover photos.
To make sexy pictures, to make cartoon pictures of ourselves, to ask Grok to take my 16-year-old neighbor and make her nude.
Yep.
And then have the creator of X go like, I don't see what the big deal is. I'm on ketamine. I don't see what the big deal is. Or to make more dumb Bitcoin bullshit. Like, don't tell me that, oh, we really got to get ahead of this. When you're just doing clown shit with it.
Yeah.
Doing the typical American thing of like, here's this thing that could be great. Could really advance things in America. It could really help
a lot of people.
But why would we do that when we just love doing clown shit?
Yeah. You're literally, all you're asking it to do is to turn you into that weird candy cane thing. Did you, at Christmas time, literally, at least 100 people changed their profile picture to them turned into some candy cane pinup. I'm like, one, that's not you.
I saw very little of it because I got to a point where, are you posting anything AI related? I unfollowed you.
I was just like, one.
I borderline blocked people. We talked about it in 2 episodes ago, or however, 3 episodes ago, whatever it was. With the ads I'm getting now, where it's like, here's my real product, but then to fill out the background and shit, I put AI in it. It's like, for what?
Why?
You don't need to. I'm done. Like, I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out.
Because you're saying like China's so far ahead of us, you know they're ahead of us when like makeup and health and beauty people here are going over there to get things, and they're saying like they're light years ahead of us, and that being the bottom.
Look at their travel.
And like
everyone complains about how overpopulated cities in America are. You know who doesn't complain about how overpopulated their cities are? Japan.
And China.
Japan, where they literally have people that are paid to just push more people into the subway. But you never see Japanese people online like, man, it really sucks.
Well,
there's too many people.
But like, you know that they're so far ahead when like even like makeup being
our country is huge.
Your bare, like the low. If they're doing that better than us, look, what else do you think they can do better than us?
Our country is huge. And now, granted, you can get into the whole conversation of the politics
and per capita and all that.
Well, the politics of those countries versus the politics of our country,
sure.
And how like whatever. But you talk about the size of our country, and everyone talks about like we watch Top Gear, and there's the big conversation of like British travel versus American travel, and the whole question from Europe and every other country of like, why don't Americans travel abroad? And it's like, because traveling in America is traveling abroad. State to state is how long it takes you to get from one country around the world to another country on a plane. Like,
well, and also
people don't grasp the size of the United States, much less a singular state. My point being, Japan is one country that has how many, like, high-speed railway systems. Mm-hmm. And here we are in America, still running on SEPTA from fucking decades ago.
Well, they also have more, like, space efficiency, I feel like. Their people live in smaller spaces, but it's not like, oh, I live in a micro apartment in New York City where it's basically just, like, a sink, a toilet, and a bed.
Yeah.
Like, they have a full apartment. It's just a small space, but it has everything that you need laid out in a way that you can live in there. Mm-hmm. Like they've thought things through better.
Yeah.
They're smarter than we are. That's how.
But besides all that,
don't they go to school all year round too? Maybe that's the key.
Some other notes I have: when I was taking care of my parents' cat last weekend.
Yeah, you did it last... No.
2 weekends ago.
You did it in the morning last weekend.
I turned the TV on for a minute. FX was playing Deadpool.
Oh.
This would have been in the afternoon, I think.
Oh, so then that would have been...
Yeah, later in the afternoon. Deadpool was on. Watching the movie.
You turn the TV on for the cat, or...?
It's later in the afternoon, so they're playing the F words.
Oh.
Here's where it got weird.
That still would have been before dinner.
Here's where it got weird for me, though. Well, I think FX gave up on...
Oh, but right. Yeah.
So I wrote it down. In the amount... So I had it on from the beginning to where he's in that guy's apartment with the... Where he's the delivery guy who's delivering pizza. And the guy's like, I didn't order a fucking pizza. And then Ryan Reynolds comes out of the bathroom and he's like, I did.
Okay.
It was after that.
I very vaguely
because he goes to the bar. That's what they show you. They have the Deadpool thing on of who's gonna die, where his name comes from.
Yep. Okay.
So I was there. I was about there.
Yeah.
So you weren't even a quarter of the way into the movie,
right?
Like not even
barely,
not even close. The movie's barely started. In that time, there were 10 F words.
Oh my god!
Not any of them were censored.
Okay. Oh no, they censored something else?
You're sitting there thinking, my boyfriend told me this was a superhero movie, but that guy just turned that other guy into a kebab. And I'm like, no, the line is that guy just turned that other guy into a fucking kebab.
So they just cut one out?
They cut out one F word, but they didn't cut it out. It sounded like it was distorted.
Weird.
But then I'm watching it and I'm like,
How long until they say the next one? Did they need to get past a certain time of day?
Because I'm like, you've played... Because there was F words before that.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, you've played every other F word since I started watching this.
Did they mean to blur out kebab for some reason?
Was it a weird glitch?
Oh, maybe.
But, seems odd that it was glitched.
Perfect timing.
Perfectly over the F word.
Yeah.
It was just so strange to me. I had to write it down.
Yeah. If that was the first one, maybe they're like, okay, we'll bleep the first one, leave all the rest.
In my movie roundup thing here, I finally watched, because it's finally available on streaming, Saturday Night, the movie about the premiere episode of Saturday Night Live.
I saw the first maybe half hour.
It was mid.
Oh.
At best. And I realized it was because brilliant acting. Everyone's doing a great job in that movie. All the actors are killing it in that movie.
It was fun. I did learn a lot in the little bit that I watched.
The issue I have with it, and people did have a lot of issues with it. I think people wanted more about, people wanted a deeper dive into Chevy Chase, into Dan Aykroyd, into Garrett Morris. How are you going to do that in one movie, though? People, I think, were complaining that they almost wanted, the MCU of SNL.
Yeah, you would,
It's a movie about Chevy Chase's life, and at the end, Lauren Michaels is like, I'm here to talk to you about the Saturday Night Live initiative.
Right. How are you going to get a deep dive into 10 different members?
There's some great bits that are, a bit more unknown. But I'm like, I got to the end, and I'm like, the biggest problem with this movie is this whole movie is trying to build the suspense of, there's a literal ticking clock in half the movie that shows up.
It's the first episode?
It's the first episode.
Okay.
And the whole drama is supposed to be, because they're showing you the fire, and they're showing you people leaving, and John Belushi didn't sign his contract, and is he going to stay, is he going to leave? He leaves the building, someone has to go hunt him down. There's all kinds of chaotic things happening. It really captures the chaos well. The issue was they are building the drama and the suspense of, are we going to make it to air?
Right, but we already know they did.
And the whole belief, as they say in the movie, was that NBC greenlit Saturday Night Live because they were feuding contractually with Johnny Carson, and they wanted a show that was not going to go, so that they could cut away to a rerun of The Tonight Show to prove to Johnny Carson, reruns are just as good as new ones. We don't need you to fucking be here to put out new episodes of The Tonight Show.
Oh.
Because Johnny Carson kind of held the belief that, like, he was, which he was, The Tonight Show.
Uh-huh.
And NBC held the belief of, like, you're dispensable. We don't
Right.
need you. So the belief was that, like, they greenlit you because they want you to fail. They don't want you to succeed. Why else would NBC have greenlit a show about a bunch of fucking comedians that nobody knows,
That has
run by a man who nobody knows?
Right.
There is no point. You have not told anyone what, like, the plot of this show is, what the theme of this show is. Like,
it's a bit. It's for sketch comedians.
But there's all that drama to the point of, like, they're showing you them in the booth. And they're doing, like, the whatever countdown, and the guy's like, are we going live or am I going to the Tonight Show? Or, like, maybe he might say Carson. I forget what he says. But, like, there's no answer. And he's like, am I going live or am I going to Carson? And then finally, Willem Dafoe's character, like, tells them to go live. And then it's the end of the movie of... They show you, like, the retreatment of the first opening bit, and then Chevy Chase walking in and going, live from New York, it's Saturday night, and then credits roll.
Wow.
But, like, who was this movie made for? Because, again, the chaos is there, the chaos works. The acting is really good, it's funny. There's some drama that, like, wasn't really well known that kind of works. But
I'm sure they had a little bit of, like...
Your big, like, tension being, do they make it to air?
Right, we know they did.
We know they did. Is this movie for Gen Z who doesn't know what this show even is? Like, you know they made it to air.
Well, I get... But there's plenty of movies that do that, though, where it's a documentary or a documentary-style movie.
But usually, even if you...
Reenactment,
even if you know the end, you don't know about all the stuff in the middle. I feel like so much has been done about SNL, especially when that movie came out.
Right, their 50th.
We were getting to
whatever it was.
You had passed the 40th, and like you're doing all these anniversaries.
When they did that big show.
Yeah. You're doing all these anniversaries in the midst of this movie coming out, where it's like you're kind of not telling any untold information.
Right. You needed to add a little bit more.
Like there's other documentaries and biopics like that you know the ending, but you don't really know the middle.
Well, most of the biopics.
Whereas this one, you know the ending,
but you knew too much.
And you don't know all of the middle, but you know most of it.
Although I feel like...
So it was just a weird, like...
Well, maybe,
again, it was good, it just didn't... It felt kind of pointless.
Maybe a lot of people don't.
I don't know. It just, like I said, to me, it just felt kind of... You got to the end, and it was like, that was fun.
Because I feel like a lot of biopics are like that.
That's why I said it was mid. Because the movie sets up, like, that it should be more, like, intense, kind of, because it is so chaotic. But you get to the end, and you're just kind of like, that was fun. Okay. Like, I'll never watch it again. But like
Elvis, we knew how that movie was going to end, and we knew a lot of the storyline. The same with, like, Rocket Man, the Queen movie. Like, you know...
Oh, see, I knew almost none of those. Like, I knew Elton John was a drug addict, but, like, I didn't know about his boyfriend and all that stuff. I didn't know who the Colonel was.
Oh,
I knew almost nothing about Elvis's life.
I knew that the Colonel was his manager and that he was the big...
Yeah, I knew none of that.
Well, because my mom doesn't...
Well,
she doesn't like Elvis, but she knows a lot about him.
About
yes, she finds him fascinating. She doesn't like his music, but his life she finds fascinating, and she's read a lot of books about him. So I did know a lot of that. But, like, still to see it's interesting. To really see it and especially to see it in order. Because a lot of times, like, unless you read those books, like, you know chunks of it, but you've never seen it played out. I didn't know... I knew... I read a book about him and Priscilla. Yeah. But, like, to see it played... Not in Priscilla, in Elvis. Well, see their relationship played out
to use that movie as an example...
It's still very good.
And the same thing with Rocket. Rocket Man is kind of a better example, but...
Rocket Man maybe goes a little deep, because Elton John's still alive.
Well, and Rocket Man is a better example in the sense that he is still alive, so you don't really know, like, where are you going to end the movie?
Right.
But Elvis was another one that was a good example of, like, we all know he died, but it's still... left you with the question of like, is this going to be a full biopic? Like, are we going to the end of his life, or are we going?
Right.
Like, where exactly are we going to stop?
Did Whitney didn't go all the way?
Whitney, yeah, it did.
It did?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it did.
Well,
It full blown shows her in the bathtub.
Oh, right.
But I also watched. I finished it today. The John Candy documentary called "I Like Me." It's on Amazon Prime. I thought it was a fantastic documentary. Thought I was going to cry a lot more than I did. I got choked up at a couple parts, but never really cried. I had to write down. So for those of you that don't know, John Candy was Canadian. And very Canadian.
Yes.
A lot of the people on SCTV were also Canadian. I think all of them were actually Canadian.
Yeah.
For theirs. Because SCTV was a Chicago thing, but that's a whole other story. Dave Thomas, who you would know to see, was on SCTV with John Candy. There's
not the Wendy's Dave Thomas.
Not the Wendy's Dave Thomas. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the documentary about when John Candy's dad died. He died of a heart attack on John Candy's 5th birthday. There's a whole bunch of stuff about that. He gets his brother a job on SCTV. His brother, at some point, has a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
In John's dressing room.
Oh, my God.
And Dave Thomas is telling this part of this story. And he says, the most Canadian thing I've ever heard in my life. And I wrote the whole quote down. Jim had a heart attack in his dressing room, and that wasn't really pleasant for John. Do you know what I mean? And I saw that.
That wasn't really pleasant, eh?
And I had to rewind it because I'm like, that is easily the most Canadian thing I've ever heard in my life. Easily the most Canadian thing I've ever heard in my life. Just like, yeah, Jim had a heart attack in his dressing room, and that wasn't really pleasant for John. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
It's such incredible.
He would have been better if he said A at the end.
Last two things I have as we were winding down here. If you haven't noticed, it's a little short because of how my hair was before, but I do have my mohawk back. And it's a constant struggle with, we talked about this at the Phillies game when I saw some guy with a mullet, where I'm like,
Are you going to grow a mullet?
No, I'm getting to the point of like, because we talked about it at the Phillies game, where like I had long hair and people talked about my long hair. I didn't hate my long hair. Growing it was an absolute fucking nightmare. But once it got there,
2 long-haired people in the same house.
Once it got there, I didn't hate it. But like people talked about it, whatever. Same thing with my mohawk originally. Like
right.
People talked about it.
Your mohawk has lost its.
I got like compliments from strangers, and like not to be that guy of like, man, I really love getting attention from people. I do. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't. But I feel like I'm not.
Well, it's small still.
Like, people are just here. This existed already. We know about this. Like, no one's really blown away by it anymore.
Well, because you had your mohawk when we got married.
So then it was the idea of, like... But I had long hair. I've had real short hair. Like,
I know. I cut it.
My only 2 other options are either to shave my head or a mullet. I've kind of had everything else.
You should try a mullet.
I 100% could pull off a mullet if I really wanted to.
I just want to see what it looks
like.
Like
100% I could pull off a mullet if I really wanted to.
I just want to see what it looks like.
I would have to wait, though, because I wouldn't have it in the summertime when I'm working. So, like...
Right.
Come
September.
I would tell Christina, like, tail end of the summer. Like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
Like, cut it however you need to cut it so I can start getting there.
Well... You'd almost have to find a hairstyle where you could let it get longer on the sides.
Yeah.
To catch up with the top.
Yeah. But anyways.
And then let it go.
I got this cut. Robin was with me. He got his cut. We're leaving. And
first he wanted a daddy cut, then he wanted a toady cut.
Well, he wanted a daddy cut like...
Right, when you got
a month ago when I got my hair cut before.
Yeah.
But we're walking into Christina's waiting room. There is an older... kid. He was an adult.
Like a teen, like a high schooler.
And I'm not confident he was older than high school, but he might have been a high schooler.
Okay, so max college.
So we'll say a high schooler just for shits and giggles. A high schooler, his mom and his dad.
Oh my god.
I don't know if they were all getting their haircut or if it was just the high school. The way the conversation was going, it almost seemed like it was just him getting a haircut. And I'm like, you're not in a position.
Meanwhile, Robin is 3.
You're not in a position to be here with both your parents. Like, not to be that guy, your brain looks like it's firing on all cylinders.
Maybe they were somewhere else. They were somewhere else as a family, and they just...
But it was really funny to me that
all in there.
The mom made a comment to the son. Something about, like... And I was already, like, past them, and Robin was behind me.
Oh, no. Did she say, like, don't get a mohawk?
Well, no, she made a comment about, like... Something about, like, whatever... It wasn't wild. I forget what word she used. It was a positive word. Well, kind of one of those, like...
Yeah.
Can be positive, but kind of backhanded words.
Oh.
Of, like, haircut, you should get that. I assumed she was talking about Robin. Because at that point, Robin looked like he was fucking bald. Because he was so short and his hair is so white.
I know. Oh, my God.
Well, then I'm putting our coats on. I'm putting Robin's coat on. I'm grabbing my coat. And
you've gotten your hair cut.
Yes, this is what we're leaving.
You've gotten your hair cut.
Yeah,
not your
we're leaving. We're leaving. And
I thought you were coming in.
And I see the dad, like, as I'm, like, coming from the coats, because he's over here.
Right.
I'm, like, coming from the coats to Robin. Like, I see him. He is just fucking eyeballing the shit out of me.
Oh, they wanted their son to get your haircut?
No. He's eyeballing me in the way, and I was like, of course you are, because I'm in fucking Boyertown. He's eyeballing me in the way of, like... You're a fucking grown man. Get a real haircut, you fucking hippie. Like, that's the look
that's the last thing I would think of.
That's the look he's giving me.
But also...
Because he's a dad. He was definitely, like, in his 50s.
But I'm a mom. I'm a 40-year-old mom, and I wouldn't look at you and think, like, you should get a real haircut. But you've had that haircut our whole...
He was either close to the same age as Jason, if not older than Jason.
Okay.
He was in Jason's age range.
Okay.
Because his son was probably in Nathaniel's age range.
Okay.
But
all right. And Nathaniel's 19.
But he was definitely in Jason's age range, and he has given me the look of, like, the side-eye look of, like, disgust.
I don't think that your haircut is...
I don't think it is either, especially at this point. Especially at this, like...
It's a small...
developmental stage.
It's a small...
Now, granted, you are seeing me... however long after, and my hair does grow fast. So, like, this was shorter than it even already is.
But...
So, a bit more pronounced is my point, at that point.
Yeah, but even
fresh out of the chair. But, yeah. I couldn't help but notice him, like, staring daggers through me. And I'm like,
thing, though. When we met, you had a full mohawk to the point where I would say it was probably here.
Yeah, it was high.
Like, I mean... the kind of mohawk that you are styling with a blow dryer and hairspray and whatever. Like, it's not small. And I didn't look at you and think, like, sir, it's the 2000s, not the 70s. Like, what are we doing here?
Mohawk in the 70s.
Or whatever mohawks were, like, big. Yeah, like...
so that's what it was.
I mean, that's when you got married. That's
the wedding.
I mean, when we met.
Yeah, but that was basically the same thing.
No, your mohawk was definitely bigger when we met.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No, because I took the same picture.
No.
And that was more accurate, because when we met, I was still getting my hair cut.
I think it was really thin.
In Collegeville, no. That was after the fact. Because when I first got it, I was still getting my hair cut in Collegeville. Oh, no. Because Disney, I did have the sides fully, I think.
Yeah, you were bald.
I don't remember. There was a point in time where I got it, and the girl that was cutting my hair, I used to go to the woman who owned that shop, and then she moved, and then the other girl started cutting my hair, and I told her I wanted it. And it was kind of this, like, well, I don't think that'll look good on you. So they did more of, like, a tapered sort of thing.
No, when we met...
And then when I started going to sport clips... for a hot second, I told them, like, this is what I want. And they were like, okay. Or no, I think I told her once, like, can we just try it? Like, take it all the way up.
Right.
Just get rid of all this. I don't want it tapered anymore.
Right.
And they were like, okay. And then it looked
fine.
not to toot my not to.
I thought it
the
was
phrase
fine.
the phrase I want to use. I really want to write this into a sketch. The whole thing is like, I don't not to toot my own horn. I really want people to say. I really want people to say, not to suck my own dick.
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew it. I knew that's where you were going.
Either not to suck my own dick.
I feel like
not to suck my own dick, or not to smell my own farts. But
I feel like both of those have been. Someone has said that.
But
never caught on.
But it looked good. The same reason I think a mullet would. It's like
that's why I think
it's my stance on fashion, on beards, on hairstyles. Just your overall kind of head to toe fashion is you have to carry it.
Well, also
people talk about like, oh, you look good or you don't look good or what have you. There are people who wear trendy clothes and fashionable clothes or high fashion clothes or nice suits and look like shit. But there's times where you're seeing them because they're not carrying it. Like,
also,
I have belief in this.
You can, just because you have a mohawk doesn't mean, like, you're not unemployable now. You're not, like, some wild rock star.
We're going to do one more break. I have one more story that I need to share. It's very funny to me. So it's going to be real quick. Welcome back. I had this written down. I could have saved it, but it's too much. It's too much for me to not save. I thought it was so funny.
I'll be the judge of that.
Funny in its weirdness and its kind of awkwardness. As we talked about on the show, there are many times where we're at work, or I'm at work. We don't work together. We're working at people's houses, and either they're not home, we don't have access to their house, or we're working in the basement and there's no bathroom in their basement. And we're not on job sites that supply porta potties, even though I think they should.
It is weird that they don't.
Yeah, because construction takes a while.
Well, like for a pool, you're there for a long time.
Well, you're there for the whole day. And
multiple days.
You don't have access to the bathroom in the house. So if I have to go to the bathroom...
Right, you gotta go to Wawa.
I have to leave the job site. And find somewhere to go to the bathroom.
I could not imagine.
We've had customers where someone goes behind a shed or whatever to take a piss, and then my neighbor, whatever, blah 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 blah. So you got it, and it's like,
which okay, fine. They, if my neighbors were having construction, I was not expecting to see there's a guy peeing. But
that's my point of like, you should have a porta potty there,
right.
And
it's coming back around.
And like I said, if for nothing else, your productivity of then you don't have to leave the job site.
Right. Also, you had a guy shit his pants, so should you?
Now, granted, I'm in a very different place.
Right.
Than them. My butthole's on the outside.
Right.
I guess everyone's butthole. My sphincter is on the outside.
Well, your butthole is above your belly button.
Yes. My butthole is no longer in the southern hemisphere. It's moved to the northern hemisphere.
It's moving to the equator. As Tony said, it's in your belly button. Yeah. That's where he thinks it is. Yes. He had a lot of questions today.
It's north of the Mason-Dixon line.
No, not quite. It's on the equator.
No, it's not.
Yeah, if your belly button's the equator, it's right near there.
Your waist is the equator.
Where's your waist? Your belly
button.
Below
my belly? No, it's not.
Where do you measure your waist?
I'm thinking where my hip bones are.
No, that's...
Where my pants sit is the equator. Well, that's what I'm calling it. Where my pants sit is the equator.
Your waist is the bottom of your rib cage.
Okay, well, I'm not calling it that. Where my pants sit. Okay. I love if my pants were up here. That's where this is. So I had pants that were up to here. I could hide this.
Above your, right below your nipples.
No, right there. right. Just feeling this, it's just above my belly button.
Okay.
But besides that,
just put a hole. Put your back through.
So I have to go. What?
Just cut a hole in your pants and put it through. Instead of a fly, just move it over, and then you could have your pants wherever you want them.
No, the issue isn't. What are you talking about?
Because isn't your
Like,
back...
cut the hole and then leave my pants where I currently wear them?
No, pull your pants up where you want them.
No. The point of pulling my pants up to here is to hide the bag.
Oh, you would put it inside.
Yes.
I see. Okay, I see.
When I had the bag moved from this side to this side, I asked them to move it higher than it was over here, because tucking it into my pants like I used to on this side, when it starts to fill, like, it's a big fucking to-do of you either have to, like, try to tuck that down into your pants or it flops over your belt, that half the time I just ended up pulling it out anyways and just letting it drape there. So I'm like, can you move it up higher so I can just buy longer shirts to cover it? Because down where it was, yeah, I could tuck it into my pants, but having that surgery... Well, and also having that surgery and having that sort of thing there, your belly is now protruded. So, like, having a belly that already goes over my pants, and now this on top of that, and then you're tucking something in, it's a weird, like, S shape.
You have too many
that
lumps
didn't
there.
work. So I just ended up untucking it half the time, and then my shirts didn't cover it because it was
your
way
pants were
down.
Like, it was pulling your pants down.
Like, not necessarily.
Pushing them down, I mean.
So I asked them to move it so I could buy 2XL shirts that are longer to cover it. Anyways.
After the anatomy lesson.
Jesus fucking Christ. So my bathroom habits are a little different. I more than likely will have to go to the bathroom at some point before lunch, and I will inevitably have to go to the bathroom after lunch. After lunch is a bit... I have a bit more play with it because we might not be there long after lunch, whatever. I can sort of deal with that. It's the before lunch that tends to be the issue, because if it's full enough and I can't leave, then I'm not eating lunch. Right. Because it's just going to get more full. So I left a job in Gilbertsville. On like the Gilbertsville, New Hanover line. I don't know really where it fell.
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
I go to the Wawa in New Hanover on Charlotte Street. Okay. Charlotte and Swamp Pike. Mm-hmm. I go into the bathroom.
No, well?
We're
long line?
Or no. We're coming out swinging. I walk into this bathroom. Urinal, stall. No one occupied. What I can see in the gap on the bottom is a man sitting there with... I can't see what he has. I can see he has shoes on, and I can assume he has shorts on, but they're not pulled all the way down because they're not like at his ankles. So I'm guessing he's got like the, where you put your waist sort of around your knees kind of thing. Okay. His phone is off and on the floor.
Ew!
His phone is like this, on the floor in front of him.
Ew!
And I sat there and saw that, and I'm like, ugh, what are you doing? Finishes up, comes out of the stall. I don't know what I thought this guy was going to look like. Not the way he did. But then I also noticed he has cargo shorts on. And I thought, your phone is off. Were you watching it?
Yeah, he was watching porn.
And then you finished your business and turned it off? Or, like... Were you sending a text and then sat it down?
Why would you put your phone on a bathroom floor?
But that's my point, is, like, I need to know the logistics of this, because you had cargo shorts on. So it's not like, oh, I can't access these pockets because of how I'm sitting. Because now you've got two lower pockets that you could have put your phone in.
You've got 100 pockets on those shorts.
There are so many options. Tuck it in your shoe. There are so many options for where you could have put your phone that wasn't a men's bathroom floor.
You put your phone on the toilet paper holder.
Not at Wawa.
Are they too rounded?
They're more circular, and your phone will probably just like...
Hold it in your mouth.
Whoop. That's what I'm saying. Tons of options. So we start there. I don't need the urinal, so I have not looked at the urinals.
Oh, no.
I go into the bathroom. As I'm, like, redoing my belt, I hear the door open. I walk out. I go to wash my hands. This guy comes in.
Full pants on the ground?
No, the guy's coming in. I see him out of the corner of my eye, like, walk over to the urinals. I can kind of see him in the mirror. He walks to one urinal and goes, ugh.
Oh, no, was there a poop?
Goes goes to the second urinal and goes, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
Goes into the stall, does not close the door.
I mean, if you're just peeing.
Door's just agape. I'm washing my hands. I'm finishing washing my hands as I'm like going to back up to go to the hand dryer. He is not acknowledging, but he knows I'm in the room with him. Is standing at the toilet and like right before I start, because of course he's not trying to hide it. He's just loudly pissing into this toilet.
This is farts.
No, straight into the water, like so aggressively loud.
Can you even not pee aggressively?
Yes. You try to go like on the side of the bowl. So it's not just like, it's like piss hitting the water, like so splashing everywhere.
My pee doesn't come out like a fire hose.
I'm giving you.
I don't know, like, can you
I'm
control?
giving you the conundrum of man.
So your pee comes out one speed. Also,
before this, I sat down to pee a lot. Now, couldn't tell you the last time I even sat on a toilet. I told Tony the other night, they were talking about something with Robin going to the potty.
Well, Robin wants to stand. I'm like, you gotta pee on the potty first sitting before you can stand.
I don't remember if it was Robin or if it was Tony, because Tony's whole new thing, and I was like, I don't have to go. Stop telling me to go. I don't have to go. You can't make me.
I'm like, I'll make you. Put your feet in a bottle
but I forget who it was.
Water till you pee.
I forget who it was. I think it might have been Robin. Because you said, like, oh, show me how you sit on the toilet. And I said, show me how you sit on the toilet because it's been so long I don't remember how.
Yeah, it was Robin.
Like, that was the joke logic of, like, hey, man, teach me how to sit on the toilet.
Robin's like, I can stand. I'm like, sir, you have never used a toilet a day in your life.
You never peed outside a diaper.
How about we sit?
You never peed outside a diaper, and if you have, it's because you've been laying down to get your diaper changed, and the cold air hit you, and then you just Bellagio'd everywhere. But anyways,
we had 2 kids, and only one of you ever did that.
But anyways, right before this man starts loudly peeing, he says out loud, I'm assuming to me, he didn't, like, turn.
Right.
Because as I turn to go to the hair dryer, I, like, clock that he's facing the wall. But he didn't, like, turn to say to me. He just says out loud to
the
me,
cosmos.
To me, to God. I don't know who he's talking to.
To God. He's talking to God.
He just goes like, what did he say? Oh, God. He goes, oh, the shitter's cleaner than the urinals. Like,
wow.
What's happening?
Did you look in the urinal?
I looked and I'm like, I couldn't see. So I only, like as I was walking to the door, I turned and looked. And
I would have gone and had a full inspection.
The one on the right had...
poop?
I don't know what it was, because it was just, like, discolored. And not, like, all over it. It was, like, a little bit down towards the bottom.
Right, like...
And then this one didn't have anything... The one on the left didn't have anything visible, where I'm like...
Was it down in the...
It had to have been down in there.
It was poop.
But I feel like even when I was standing there waiting for that guy to come out, for me to go in, the first guy... Because of where I was...
You would clock a turd in a urinal immediately,
well, there definitely wasn't. And I was trying not to block the door, so I just kind of like stood off to the side a little bit.
Right.
That I could see the urinals, and when I stood there and saw them, like, I didn't think they looked horrendous by any means. They barely looked... The one closest to me would have been the one on the left. Barely looked dirty.
Right.
I will also not lie to you. I was aware of the contents of my bag that I contemplated, like, depending on how long this guy fucking takes, I'm going to go in that urinal.
That would be hysterical.
I did it at a Wawa in Norristown.
Norristown.
Because that was like, by the time I got to the bathroom, that Wawa was like 3 strikes. And I'm like, nope, I'm not fucking waiting here anymore. This is a shithole Wawa. I'm done here.
Which one?
The one across the street from the Burger King.
No.
Diagonal from that.
No.
Aldi or whatever.
Just take a hot shit right in the urinal.
Well, the job was right there, so I had to go to that one. But anyways, I come out of the bathroom, go get my soda. I clocked... I forget what I saw about this man that told me, like, I knew who he was. I know, I think I clocked his outfit when I was leaving the bathroom. He had one of those, so it was a sleeveless shirt. Mm-hmm. But when I tell you it's a sleeveless shirt, it's one of those sleeveless shirts, yeah, where it's cut, like, at your collarbones and goes all the way down.
It was a t-shirt that they cut, like...
Yeah, goes all the way down.
Right, so you can see a man's nipples.
I have my soda. I'm going to the checkout. He is in the line.
Is this the shitter guy?
Yeah. This is the, shitter's cleaner than the urinals.
Okay.
Which, like, you've now broken what I consider a cardinal sin.
You don't call a toilet a shitter.
Well, no, I don't care about that. Don't fucking talk to me in the bathroom. I don't care if I'm washing my hands, walking out the door, walking in the door. Don't fucking talk to me in the bathroom. Well, maybe he didn't if it's a door thing, and I'm like coming out and holding it for you, coming in, you're holding it for me, thanks. And we say thank you, fine. I'm still technically in the hallway, or whatever you want to call it.
Well, and that's just a pleasantry.
That door shuts, don't fucking talk to me. It's not happened a lot in my life, but there have been enough times in my life where I'm at a urinal. What about if you're
just washing your hands? If the two of you are just washing your hands.
No.
I got petted by a lady in the bathroom one time.
No. I can't tell you the amount. It's not happened often, but it's happened often enough where I'm at a urinal and there's some guy trying to talk to me.
No. We're not talking while we're on the toilet.
I've been in.
Unless you know each other.
I have gone into the bathroom with someone I knew. I forget who it was. I'm in the stall.
And
they went in a stall and they're trying to have a conversation with me. And I'm like, in my head, because it was someone who, like, I wasn't friends with them. I don't think it was my dad, but maybe it was. And I'm thinking, like, all I want to say to you is shut the fuck up. We're in a bathroom. Don't fucking talk.
The ladies' room is a different
and I don't need to concentrate. I just don't want the awkwardness of me sitting here trying to take a shit, standing at a urinal, whatever I'm doing. And then you're like, hey man, like, no, get away from me.
Oh, yeah.
A little different if I know you, completely unacceptable if you're a stranger. Don't fucking come near me in the bathroom if you're a stranger.
You should come in the women's room.
Like,
it would blow your mind. It would literally.
I'm not having any of it.
I've talked to strangers over the stall.
But so I'm in line at the self checkout. There's like one person at each one, so I'm waiting.
And Shitter's got his nipples out.
I can only see him from the back.
Oh, okay. So you haven't seen his nipples yet.
He's in line to do in-person checkout.
He didn't wash his hands.
I'm assuming to buy cigarettes.
Ooh.
Because that's how he looked.
Vape.
But I look on the counter at what he's sliding forward with him.
Oh, no.
So I've now told you everything else this man has done in this Wawa.
Oh, no, he bought a hot dog?
He has. No, it's worse.
Oh, no. What else is worse he could buy in a Wawa?
He has 2 of the Deer Park water bottles are like the size of this microphone. The big Deer Park water bottles. Love and it. In between those 2 Deer Park water bottles is one of those fucking pickles in a bag.
No! So he just made a dick on the counter with his little water bottles and his...
No, the water bottles are upright.
Yeah.
And it's that green pickle in a bag that's upright, so the 3 of them are just in line like this.
Alright.
But I saw that.
What grown man's buying a pickle in a bag?
I was like...
At a gas station.
I was in line and I clocked that, and I think I did like a double take, because I was like, after everything that has happened between you and I in this Wawa... Everything I know you've done since stepping foot into this Wawa, which I wish I didn't know, but I do. And now to see what you've come in here to buy is 2 extra large...
good.
2 extra large water bottles and a fucking...
He's hungover.
Pickle in a Ziploc bag.
I mean, for people at home, it's
I was so internally losing my shit, and in my mind, I'm like, I have to write this down in my notes to talk about on the show.
He's hungover.
This is incredible.
He's trying to get his water and his salt intake back up.
Oh my god. It was so funny.
Ew, I just don't like when people go in the bathroom and you're just referring to it as the shitter. In the ladies' room, you could never. We're not talking about the toilet.
Oh, the shitter's cleaner than the urinal.
Well, I mean, we don't have urinals, obviously. They're all shitters in our bathroom. But, I mean,
I can tell you from experience in cleaning them, they're all shitters in the ladies' bathroom. People want to complain all they want about men's rooms. I've cleaned a ladies' room in my day.
Yeah.
Y'all are fucking nasty.
You cleaned shrimp tails.
I've cleaned shrimp tails out of a stall trash can. Y'all are fucking nasty.
Yeah. But yet you go to a bar.
I was with a friend at that time, helping him clean out a shut-down hospital. We found nearly no issues in the men's room. We went in that ladies' room, and it was like a goddamn horror movie. There was shit all over the wall. Literal shit on the walls, on the counters. It was disgusting. Y'all are nasty.
You know why? Because the nurses probably did
I'm
that.
sure, but, like, y'all are nasty. When I used to have to clean the bathrooms at the rink, the ladies' room was far and away worse than the men's room.
Really?
And the men's room stall didn't have a door on it.
Well, that's probably why. Because people were just...
Because no one was using that. And if they were, it was kind of hysterical.
The guy that shit his pants?
Well, no, that's a different... No one was there. The sticker man.
Oh, yeah.
Who wore, like... He wore a suit. And he shit himself.
And he wore, like, a trash bag home.
He shit himself so bad. He came out of the bathroom with nothing on but his knee-high black dress socks and his dress shoes. Said, like... I don't know what he said to Marcus about... Like, oh, do you have a bag for my...
He just drove home in the nude?
I don't know.
Were there kids there?
No one was there. He was there to fill the sticker machine before we opened.
Thank God.
Oh, God.
That could be a Megan's Law situation. The bad poopa.
That was a big reason. We bought the place when I was 4 years old. That was a big reason why I had real issues with, like, using public bathrooms. Because that bathroom looked like a scene, looked like the set of the movie Saw. And the stall didn't have a door on it. So when we were there frequently, literally all the time, and I had to poop, I'm like, well, I'm not going in that fucking bathroom. Just out here to the elements, anyone can walk past me. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Why didn't it have a stall door?
Because kids would go in there and hang on the door and, like, swing it back and forth, and then the door would come off the hinges, and they fixed it so many times, and they got to the point of, like, fuck it, you're just going to keep breaking it off, and you don't get to fucking have it.
That's wild.
And
We're not doing that.
And I can't tell you the amount of times, as an adult who worked there, where I had so many people come in for birthday parties, or what have you, there's no stall. There's no door on the stall. I'm like, I'm aware.
Right.
Or there's no toilet paper, because if you left toilet paper in there, they would throw it in the toilet, or in the urinal, or in the sink.
What the hell? You know what they're not doing in the ladies' room? That. We're using the toilet
You know what they are
paper.
doing in the ladies' room? Taking that toilet paper and putting it in the sink and then throwing it up on the ceiling.
Why?
Because y'all are fucking monsters.
What are people doing? Why? Why are
You know what they're
we...
doing in the ladies' room? Getting dropped off in the parking lot by their pastor father.
Oh, and then changing.
Coming in their best Sunday church clothes, going in that bathroom and come out in a tube top and a mini skirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then here comes Dad to pick them up early. Oh, shit. Because y'all are nasty. Wild animals.
Probably taking an upper decker, too, while we're in there. Might as well. Merry Christmas.
I can't even fucking drink this. But, yeah, that's my funny Wawa story.
I can't believe I was on a pickle in a bag. Good God. They're soggy.
And,
They're
like,
gross.
everything that guy did on top of walking into the men's room and, like, there's a guy on the toilet with his phone on the floor. I'm like, what? Like, it just kept snowballing into more shit. I'm like, what's happening in here?
Don't disrespect your phone by putting it on... Someone vomited on that floor.
Well, like,
that's the best case scenario.
I'm on Instagram when he's on... I'm waiting for him. I'm on Instagram. I'm next to the hand dryer. I'm, like, finishing typing a comment as he comes out and is washing his hands. I don't realize how close I am to the hand dryer that he used to come over and go, like, oh, excuse me. And, like, I really don't know what I expected him to look like. Number one, I did not expect him to be black. He was. Shorter than me.
Do you think he was watching porn?
Stockier. No, I legitimately think he pulled his phone out, pulled his pants down to his knees, pulled his shorts down to his knees, was on Instagram playing a game, whatever, finished his business, and then went, oh, like, I can't get my pockets. What do I do with this?
How many hands does does it take to
sits
wipe?
it there.
How many hands do you need to wipe your ass?
I don't know.
2?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of why his phone would have been on the floor.
I'm trying to think of why you need 2 hands to wipe your asshole.
I don't know.
What are we doing? Just hold your phone.
Well, you need one to wipe and one to hold your shorts up because you don't want your shorts to touch the floor.
But your phone can touch the floor? I would put my whole outfit on
You need your phone on the floor so you can pull the toilet with this hand and then rip it off with this hand. I don't know.
This isn't your toilet paper. Just keep flinging it out till you get what you want and then just rip it off. Just keep ripping until it flings off.
Oh, I don't know why these women's rooms toilets are clogged all the fucking time.
Just get as much...
We're just pulling half the roll, wadding it up into a ball. We're doing one wipe and then just chucking it back there like, oh, whatever. Next. Shh. Come on down.
I gotta hold my phone in my
You're
hand.
the next contestant on the Charmin Mega Roll at the size of your head.
Never once... I'm going to say it now. I have never once taken my phone into the bathroom with me to use while I'm on the toilet. If I'm going in there, I need to do something. And I do it and I leave. I'm not sitting there thinking something else is going to happen.
I'm here on business.
I'm not sitting on the toilet until my legs go numb and then I fall over and break my leg. None of that is happening. I go in and I use the toilet and I leave.
There was one time in my life, before I had my bag, so I had to sit in the toilet, where I was on my phone playing a game or something. I didn't break my legs, but I finished up what I was doing.
Also, you shouldn't be on the toilet for more than 15 minutes. Otherwise, it's a problem.
I stood up and legitimately... Well, I was done. Like, I was just on my phone.
That's pathetic. Why? You just like the comfort of having your bare asshole out in your bowl?
It only happened one time in at that point...
It was before me.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how old I was. We'll just say 25 to shoot like a middle range here.
That's when we got married.
It was definitely before that, but I don't know. In my 25 years of life, in my less than 25 years of life, it only happened to me one time. But I stood up and my fucking legs were like, no. I almost fell. This is my parents' house where the toilet, if you've heard my story of how I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, is right across from the bathtub. And I almost fell in the bathtub. Because it was almost an emotion of like, whoo.
I would not have helped you.
Because my legs were straight up like, no, you don't know how I had to stand in that bathroom for what felt like an eternity. I felt like someone learning to walk again.
Well, because, you got like the pins and needles. Like if you sleep on your arm or something.
It took so long for my legs to not
How long was it for? An hour?
I don't know. I was playing a game.
Sit on the couch. The toilet is not just another chair in your house. That's for a purpose.
Oh God, we have a new winner for the title of this episode. I'm fucking foaming at the mouth. I'm laughing so hard.
Don't. I don't understand. I cannot relate to people who are like, oh, I just sit on the toilet. And
I don't anymore, and I didn't before or after that, really. I don't know what I was doing. That I had to have my phone at that moment, but I'm fucking losing my mind at the toilet.
Why do you need a companion?
In your house.
Why do you need a companion in there? What do you need your phone for?
Oh, God.
Also, now you have shit on your phone. If you've taken your phone into the bathroom, it has shit on it.
Also, stay tuned to our Instagram because I'm 100% selling merchandise to hang a picture to hang in your bathroom that says the toilet.
This is not another seat. This is not a seat. There is a sign that you can get that's
I'm going to have one. It's going to be
shit or get off the pot.
No, it's going to be legit. One of those like wooden live, laugh, love type things. It's going to say the toilet is not just another chair in your house.
I can't
family.
Relate. And I won't even pretend. Like, if you're trying to sympathize to me, like, about you just sitting on the toilet, no. I don't require a poop timer. Or a pee timer. I'm in and out. I don't like it in there. I'll do what I gotta do, and I'll leave. I'm also not gonna go in there and let me just sit on here and see what happens.
You're not on your phone, but in the morning, fuck, does it take you a long time to get out of that bathroom?
Well, because I'm getting ready for work.
Jesus, we have one bathroom in this house. Go somewhere else.
I have to get ready for work. Where do you want me to go? You're sleeping in the other room? Where do you want me to go?
Yeah, till I'm waiting to go to the bathroom.
Where would you like? You want me to turn?
I'm just watching the hands on the clock, like.
It takes me 30 minutes, but I get fully dressed in there.
Just watching that second hand.
You're one to talk. Oh, I take a 15-minute shower. 3 hours later, here you come. I'm like, okay.
I don't think I've ever said I take a 15-minute shower, number one. Number two, we've addressed that there's some things happening with my body that make showering a little more difficult than it is for regular people.
Yeah, but you said, let me just take a shower quick. Nothing quick's going to happen up there.
There are times where it does, but you have to time it right.
So you don't ever time it right?
What are you talking about?
It takes you forever. You take a longer shower than I do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
You are aware that I have to change this when I take a shower.
Yeah.
So but here's the thing. From the time I go into the bathroom to the time I come out of that bathroom, I'm not in the shower that whole time. Because this is a 3-piece thing. Before I even turn the water on, I have to get all the shit out of boxes, cut the stuff up, stretch shit out, put it all together.
Why do you get that ready first?
I do. That's what I'm saying. I go into the bathroom and do all that, then start the shower, because God forbid I have the thing running for 5 minutes, the fucking hot water is gone.
I've never had the problem with the water going cold.
So then I turn the water on, takes like a couple seconds to warm up.
Yeah, it usually takes forever for it to actually get to where you want it.
Oh, see, I put it over a little further and then pull it back.
And I have the opposite problem. If I put it too hot, then I can't get it to cool down.
It is a weird thing of like, you'd think here is warm. I put it to here, it's hot. Then I put it to like here.
And it's ice cold.
You'd think at here it would be cold. When you start here and then get to here, it's still fucking hot.
It doesn't.
I gotta get to like here. It's a real touchy thing.
It's touchy. It's so touchy. You just have to know exactly where you want it.
But it's taken me a minimum to get all that stuff out and cut and put together. That's probably 5 minutes before I even get in the shower. Then my shower, if I have no problems, 10 minutes, maybe. Then I gotta get out. I gotta dry this whole area off. And if you don't dry it off well enough, nothing sticks. So I gotta really like sit there and pat the whole, because if you scrub it dry like you do the rest of your body, also doesn't stick. Wears the skin away. So I gotta really sit there and like pat everything down and make sure it's all dry. Then put the thing on. Then it's got tape pieces on the top and the bottom. Take those off, stick those on. Hold the towel there for a little bit to really like let the heat dry it onto your body. It's a whole process.
If you say so.
I'm just saying. I'll never forget the first time I showered with it on this side. First time ever. I came out of that bathroom, and if looks could kill, I'd have been dead at the bottom of the steps.
Yeah, because I probably... No, Tony was, 1?
Or it might have been after this one and both kids were here. I don't know. But I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it?
I don't know.
This is new for me.
6 weeks postpartum? I'm like, I'm just literally surviving.
But I'm just saying, like, this was new for me. You knew I was getting in the shower.
Me too.
It's new for everybody.
Did you get cut open 2 times from one hip bone to the other? No. You didn't get cut open. Yours was laparoscopic.
Yeah. Big cut on the bottom and a bunch of cuts up here.
Yeah, little cigarette burns.
The cut on the bottom was not that small.
Your first one. Because she said it'll look like a C-section scar. But it's not quite as long. Okay. It's the same idea, but not near as deep.
Okay.
I'm just...
The recovery time was the same thing. It was. I couldn't lift anything. I couldn't...
For how long?
I don't remember what the timeline was.
I don't know. Well, they pretty much told me, well, you're just going to have to go home and deal with it. I'm like, okay, thank you.
I don't know. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of the Friends You Can Keep podcast. We went all the way from the political sphere to the end of this became Marriage Story 2.
Your scars aren't as bad as mine. And you can't tell me otherwise.
Every day I wake up, I wish you were dead.
I mean, I understand that you shit on the outside of your body, but I got cut open. All the way open. My insides of my body were on the outside of my body for a while.
Meme or not, incredible scene work by Adam Driver.
It was a great movie.
Your surgery, neither one of your surgeries was 12 hours long.
A human body didn't come out of you.
I was under for 12 hours. People thought I was dead.
Not people, me.
Yeah, but I'm sure my parents also thought I was dead. Multiple people thought I was dead. I had to relearn how to walk.
Sir, you saw what happened to me.
Yeah?
I had a balloon put inside of me and then inflated.
I am by no means saying what I had was worse.
Yeah, you're trying to compare
No, I am not. I am not. You're trying to compare them.
No, I'm saying mine was worse.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
Yours is just more... yours is more permanent.
I'm not... Mine is, much more permanent. I'm not trying to say that yours was not more...
Well, I mean, mine's permanent. They're still upstairs.
I'm not trying to say that yours was not more severe than mine. What I am trying to say is, while yours is more severe than mine, doesn't mean you can, really downplay what my surgery was or what I have to continue to live with.
Yeah, you live with both of mine. We have to continue to live with mine.
That's a real different situation than what I'm in. Real different situation than what I'm in.
I think that your bag is better than what you had before, though. Like, having had the surgery, you would have been worse off if you didn't have the surgery.
Oh, 100%. But there are times, and I'll end this conversation to end the show on this, where... And I'm sure, because there's a time that happened recently, and I know there was other elements at play. I won't go into that, what that is. Where there are times where something happens with this that is a major inconvenience for me. And then, not just you, but you are part of it, but it's not just you, where I am then made to feel like this is also an inconvenience for everybody else. And I'm like, I'm aware of that. But... mainly, this is an inconvenience for me. So, just help me out this one time.
Can't.
That is our show. Thank you for joining us. We were trying to keep these short, and this is a long one, but whatever.
Just cut it in half.
I can't. I tried that, and I don't like it.
Yeah, because it stops so abruptly.
Well, no, because I do the, dumb thing where it's me sitting over there editing, and then it's a solo of me going part 2 next week. I don't like doing that. I like to know in advance, this is going to be chopped up. But anyways, follow us on social media, subscribe, rate, review, comment, share, all that stuff you're supposed to do with this. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, turn automatic downloads on. If you're on YouTube, turn on your notifications. You can email us the friends you can keep at gmail.com. Our social media is the friends you keep. We will be back next week. We love you, and as always, thank you for being a friend. Good night.